Next topic on the table.
It's darn near had a heart attack on Saturday night watching these Aztecs.
Nice headline. Cardiac kids. San Diego State. I guess I should apologize in advance before I make this statement. Should I duck under the table now? Can I do the topic while I'm ducked under the table so there's no shrapnel flying around? This might be as an unimpressive 15-5 team as I think I've ever seen.
Oh, come on.
San Diego State's 15-5, and they find a way to do it. They find a way to blow leads. They find a way to dig holes. They find a way to defense their way out of trouble, and they win. If I'm looking for a word to describe Aztec basketball, last week I wrote a column, got some reaction on the column. I wrote the column, Who Are You? I think I found out. With apologies to those of you who are dealing with it, they're schizophrenic. You just never know what the hell you're getting from these guys. Quarter to quarter, half to half, game to game, streak to streak. I guess my biggest disappointment is Brian Dutcher teams are always getting better. This thing is like a roller coaster ride. They trailed by 9 to Wyoming, 9 at home. Then they had a 20-0 run. Then they held Wyoming 12 possessions in a row without a basket, covering 6.5 minutes. Then they committed stupid fouls. Wyoming had 8 straight free throws in a 2-second span because of back-to-back fouls on threes and a technical foul added in. And then they won on a free throw with no time left on the clock. I mean, this Aztec basketball team, you get this shoddy performance against a talentless Wyoming team after what happened against Air Force, after what happened against San Jose State, what happened with the loss to Utah State, what happened with the bad loss to New Mexico. And they are now ESPN's Joe Lunardi, who does the bracketology. He's got them as the 60. Let me think how this works now. There's 68 that get into the tournament. There's the 4 that are in play-in. He's got them as the 63rd team in the country on the bubble. On the bubble with 9 games left in the conference and then a conference tournament to play. They have no margin for error. And they still got to go to Utah State. They got to play New Mexico, and they got to go play in the tournament on a neutral floor. These guys are all over the road, and I think it's shocking to Dutcher because his teams progressively got better and better and tougher as the season wore on. And right now, you never know from Thursday to Saturday which team shows up, who's going to play well in the first half, who's going to have these bad spells, can they come back and win it? To me, it's absolutely amazing. Young team, I understand it. Some injuries along the way, I understand that. That's part of basketball. So you think it's unfair that I said this is the most unimpressive 15-5 team in the country?
Yeah, that's not totally unfair. It's just win, baby. They won. Okay. And yeah, it was an emotional game, but they're young. Okay. They're really young. And you got to love Magoon Gwath. The freshman is out there. He's hitting the threes. He's blocking shots. He's playing well down on the post. He looks tough and strong, not like a toothpick, like a Manute Bowl or something. So I thought it was a fun game to watch. But at the end, holy crap, at the end, when they hit those 8 free throws in 2.5 seconds, I just remember about 20 years ago, the Aztecs played UNLV, and they were up by 10 at the very end of the game, and with 1 minute to go, they were up by 10 and they lost. And it was just this simple, like crazy sequence of events that happened. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it was fun. You had chest pains, and it was fun.
Well, yeah, but it's entertainment, right? Yeah, and it was getting off to a slow start, and Wyoming was playing well. You got to tip a hat to those guys. But, in the end, the Aztecs win, just win, baby, survive and advance.
Okay. Is there anybody out there that has an opinion on San Diego State? You're shocked at where they are at this point of the season? Are they an unimpressive 15-5, or are they just surviving at 15-5? Can they make the tournament? They don't have much margin for error. They lose a couple more games, they'll be on the outside of the bubble, according to Joe Lunardi, the ESPN bracketologist. All things basketball. We just we don't miss 3-point shots on this podcast. So you express an opinion, Lakers. You express an opinion, San Antonio Spurs trade. You express an opinion, San Diego State.